Hey y'all, let's get into the May sub bag from 2 Chicks 1 Dip. The theme this month is Millennial May, and we're focused here on the nostalgia of boy bands, girl bands, pop music, and everything we loved as millennials. And by loved, I mean still love, because I was listening to this the other day. So the colors here are Backstreet's Back, Genie in a Bottle, and It's Gonna Be May. So, this cuticle oil is Summer Girls, and it smells like a tropical dream. These little music notes are adorable, and there's plenty for you to add to as many manis as you want. Let's get into mine. Today I am using liquids from Royal House of Beauty. I've been really liking those lately. I can get away with a regular cloth mask with those, and they still give me a very strong, shiny finish, which I appreciate because I get dip flu pretty bad, and usually I have to wear a respirator with a lot of liquids, so these are doing me really right. I am starting out with the glitter. It's gonna be May, and I'm gonna do that on both of my middle area fingers because I think that's gonna be super cute. Oh, also, I've had people ask me, this nail mat is also from 2 Chicks 1 Dip. She's got a bunch of different patterns. They are cloth, so they're very easy to just shake the powder off of and then toss them in your washing machine, and I love an easy cleanup. I also already applied peel base before I started this video. I do all my manis with peel base unless I want them to last a couple weeks, because my sets, if I don't use peel base, generally will be on for quite the long time, which is great. But it's not great if I need to change it soon. So peel base is a lifesaver. This glitter is so fun and multi-dimensional. Not only do I love the colors in it, and they are super nostalgic of like that late 90s, early 2000s pop era, but this has like little stars, it has little moons, little hexes, little circles. It's chunky, it's little, it's everything. It's got so much dimension to it. There's so much cute stuff in here. Love it. Absolutely love it. So as usual, anything I use will be linked in the description below, with the exception of these colors, because the May sub bag is no longer available to order. However, at the end of this video, I will show you guys the June sub bag colors, because starting today, May 1st, it is available to order until May 15th. It will ship out on June 1st. If you do an auto renew on that subscription, it saves you a little bit of money, so that's really the best way to go, because trust me, all of these bags are going to be good. The quality's good, the colors are going to be great. It's also a great way to expand your collection. So make sure you watch at the end of this video to see that little preview, and I will link that below. So let's talk. Do you guys like this style of video where you see the whole mani process and watch it being done? Or would you prefer a quick, simple unbagging and show a finished product type thing? I'm down for either one. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. Are we liking the long form 10 to 15 minute videos where it's a full mani set? Or do we prefer a quick little look what I did? I can go either way, so also, y'all, the pat down really does make a difference with chunky glitters. So when you're doing chunky glitters, if you find they're standing up on you, they're being weird, they're not cooperating, I highly suggest that after you clean up your cuticle line, go in and do your little gentle pat them down and make sure they are laying down on your nail. Once you're done with everything and you can use activator, that also helps them to lay down a little. But before you even get to that step, lay them down with your finger. You might want to put something to protect your finger, like a Ziploc baggie or one of those little weird finger condoms, because the powder can stick to your finger. I just don't particularly care. I'll just wash it off, file it off, whatever later. But yeah, The pat down genuinely does help glitters lay down. So if you have issues with chunky glitters, which Lord, don't we all, try that and see if it helps you out a little bit. This blue is so freaking pretty, and it is so on brand and on theme for the nostalgia of like pop music from that era. It absolutely gives me all those vibes. It's like shimmery and light and cute. I love it. I really thought that the purple was going to be my favorite color in this because I am a purple gal, but the blue is really calling me. They're both so cute, and they're so cute together. I can't get over how much I love these colors. So who was y'all's favorite boy band back in the day? Were you an NSYNC girl? Were you a Backstreet Boys girl? Was it someone else? I don't think I can pick between those two because I was definitely both. I was definitely jamming both NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, and I definitely still do. I never really got into like 98 Degrees or like really any of the other ones. Like there are songs that I would pick and choose from some other little boy bands, but I definitely wasn't buying a CD. Like, I mean, obviously I wasn't buying anything. I definitely wasn't asking my mommy and daddy to buy me that CD. Like, didn't really need them. But Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, yeah, it's on the Christmas list. It's on the birthday list. It's in the CD player. We're doing it. Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, those were my gals. Loved pop music. Still love pop music. Who's your favorite pop artist from back then? And do you still think it jams? Because I promise I still do. I'm listening to Sirius XM pop when I'm in my vehicle. It's very annoying to my kids, I'm sure, but I love it. I'll love it forever. So absolutely zero surprise here. I love this purple. I love purple. This one is like a medium toned, I would say, purple, and it is lovely. I actually did not have a medium toned purple like this, so I'm pumped about it. Love it. Just, yeah, I love it. Of course, I decided to also do the thumb purple because I needed more purple. Fun fact, my thumbnail is the only nail that is not currently extended. This is just my natural nail. It's also the nail that misbehaves the most. What a coincidence. When I watch these back, I always laugh at the moment where I pour the powder in the cup and then like test to make sure that my finger is going to lay in it right before I put the liquid on, because I've had too many times of pouring the powder in here, putting the liquid on, going to dip, and realizing that it's just not positioned the way I need it to be to dip right. So now I'm so once bitten, twice shy about it that 90% of the time I'll pour it and then do a couple little checks to see like, is my finger going to go in there right? Because I'm going to be annoyed if I've got this liquid on my hand and then it's not going to work. Also, a good time to talk about this. People ask, how do you do the samples without wasting a bunch of powder? How do you get manis out of the little samples because you can't dip into them, blah, 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 blah. Now, these are full size, but I'm just going to go ahead and tell you how I do that. I just take the jars and I pour them over a cupcake liner like this, or a dip cup liner, or whatever little thing you want to. Honestly, I've like used it on a sheet of paper and then just folded that paper and poured it back into the jar. Just pour it over something that allows you to pour it back into the jar. And I actually do the pour over method more often than not, even when I have full sizes, because it just seems to give a thinner, smoother application for me. That's not the case for everybody, but that is the case for me. So I am once again here to say that I am not advising you to file before you activate, because it is not what you are supposed to do. But I am cleaning up before I put these musical notes on. So you do what you need to do. Now I'm putting a little bit of this dip base on to hold my musical note in place. I'm going to grab one with my little tool, and then I'm going to just place it where I want it. And then I kind of play with it to get it to lay down a little bit. I would have been better off if I had folded these a little bit first. That is a tip for you. When you're using shaped glitters and you need them to conform to your nail and lay down, if you fold them just a little bit first, they kind of lay on your nail a little bit better. There's still gonna be some press it down, make it work type of situation, but they work a little bit better. I find shaped glitters difficult to work with, but I love them so much and want them all the time. So I'm just pressing this one with my finger a little bit because I don't really care if I get the dip liquid on my skin. I'll just take it off. I'm sure those chemicals aren't great, but it's gonna be what it is. So I wasn't sure if I was going to add more musical notes to the other nails. I decided to just let less be more and keep it like this. So now I'm going to go ahead and activate all the rest of them so that I can go ahead and get ready to file when you're supposed to file, and shape everything up and get it ready for a top coat. So that's what I'm about to do. So number one, you should be seasoning your file before you use it. So that means you just go along the edges of a new file with another file so that you don't have any sharp edges that'll cut you. That being said, who all has the ergo file, that glass ergo file, and would you recommend it or not? I've heard people either love it or hate it, and it's been in my wish list. I'm kind of considering getting it. Is it worth getting? Am I gonna love it? What are the pros and cons? Discuss below. All right, time for top coat, and then this mani will be done. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you liked this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, my info is at creepybitty_nails, and I would love to have you over there. All right, we're done. It's time to finish up with this cuticle oil, show you the final result, and then I'm going to show you the June sub bag that you can order starting today and going through May 15th. June is a whimsical zen collection of purples and peaches. As soon as I get it, I will unbag it for you, and I will leave a link below. Bye.